Hi, my name is Jason Chesterton, and it was my privilege and honour to do my leadership project at Highway Christian Church in Kingaroy. The project audience that was assigned to me by my senior pastor, Pastor Anthony Mould, was that of our youth leadership team. In that youth leadership team, we have youth leaders, youth leader interns, and young guns. And these range in all different ages from 28 and below into the 14-year-olds as well. But with all of this audience, it was an established audience in the Christian faith. We all knew that Jesus died on the cross for us. And the leadership approach that I took was that of my natural leadership style. And my natural leadership style is an inspirational director. And what that means for me is that I can inspire people to an outcome or an action or a goal, and they feel motivated to go and step out into that. But one of my weaknesses, and that it showed quite drastically in my presentation, was that I need to go deeper in the teaching side of things, because even though that with leadership, ministry leadership, we definitely want to be motivated and encouraged, but we also need to have that spiritual depth towards us as well, so that we know why we do something, and it doesn't just take our personal motivation. Rather, it's the motivation that comes from knowing the reason why and knowing why God loves us so much. I believe that the project went well. I was able to speak on our church's mission, vision, and values, and they are for Highway Church to experience Jesus, to experience God's people, and to experience changed lives. In the session that I ran, I focused on experience God's people to bring more of a welcoming sense to our youth group and our youth leadership team, to make people encouraged and inspired to, experience the people that God loves so much. My natural leadership style really assisted me in this, because I was able to motivate our young people and our youth leaders to be more welcoming and embracing of people into our youth group and into our church. However, as I spoke on before, that I needed to be able to focus more on the teaching side of things. And what I realized in this project is that I need to be able to allocate more time towards the setup and the organization of my preach, my sermons, my messages. The more time I can allocate into that, the more time I can focus on the actual teaching aspects, which don't come so naturally to me. In the last 12 months of my leadership in ministry, I've had the privilege of being the youth ministry team leader here at Highway Church. And in that role, I have faced different challenges. I have faced the challenge of conflict resolution, sometimes between myself and a leader, and then also between two different parties. And in that time, I've had to utilize situational leadership models to enable me to be less directive, but more relational behaviors, to let them show through. I need to be able to show mercy and grace in those times, rather than just directing people to where they should go and be and what they should achieve and do. And that has been a great challenge that I have had to face in my leadership ministry context over the past 12 months. I've also had to face personal organisation as well. And with personal organisation, being an inspirational director, my primary is inspirational, and we don't like to organise things so much. So I've actually had to allocate more time and effort into organising things in my ministry, because it is highly important and it makes everything flow a lot smoother. It is difficult at sometimes because my ministry is volunteer, and I also work around about 50 hours in a week. So to be able to prioritize the priorities in my life and in my ministry, I actually need to sit down and organize that as well to make sure that I'm meeting the needs that need to be met rather than just doing whatever I feel like in the time. But this has been a great experience for me, and it has shown me so much in my leadership style that situational leadership really helps for me to be able to achieve different areas. Thank you.